Alright, now we're back. Now I can get everything pulled up. Guys, holy cow. But thank you so much for the like, dude. Thank you so much, Prince. I was having major issues with my computer. It froze, shut down. I logged back in, and then got everything pulled back up. Started the stream again. Was going for a second, and then it dropped again. It was just crazy, and I'm like terrified. Anytime I hear like a slight stutter in the music, I just think, oh no. And it's happened like I've already had that feeling like 5 times now. The time to threaten the droid with recycling. Oh man. Let me get a social stream ninja up. Alright, make sure this is working. Test message. That goes through. Perfect. Nothing wrong there. We got everything working right. And then we just gotta edit our YouTube stuff real quick. Oh, I gotta refresh my playback. Alright. I hope you're ready, Dalton. Got some ground to make up. Dude. Pull this back up. Okay, and then sit here, and now I gotta edit this stream real quick. Something I do literally like during the first like minute I'm live. So if you guys don't know, normally I got my like stream is starting up. Alright. Got her. Alright, we are good, guys. Oh, let's go. Alright. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna get right back over to KOTOR 2. We haven't done anything yet in KOTOR 2, by the way. We can hop straight over to that thing. Alright, back to KOTOR 2. Leaving off from where we just were earlier, making that dialogue choice. One does not simply ignore the like button. Hey, thank you so much for the likes coming through. And then, actually, we can go ahead and pause that. There we go. Oh, dude, we're right back at it. We're right back at it like nothing ever happened. Okay. General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one if you wanted to, but
hell yeah.
You know that.
Hell yeah.
I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you.
We told him we weren't afraid to build a lightsaber.
Lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Alright. Very well. To begin with, there are some parts I need. Oh, and how would we start? With the Jedi Enclaves all destroyed, I don't know where to get the parts.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Okay, perfect. Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers? Oh, alright then, what do we need?
We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Oh, okay.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances.
Dalton used blinker. Here we go.
I gotta do a short one, Dalton.
2, 1.
It's gotta be a short one. It's gotta be a short one. 'Cause I did my long one last time. I'm still doing it though, like, it's not like I'm not. So I feel like that was premature. Nah, what are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. Wait, what's going on here? Maybe he's just worried about your skills?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Good, T3. Thanks.
Good. Now let's get started.
There we go.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot.
T3. Good old T3, bro.
I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
T3 M4 has received a permanent +2 bonus to his constitution. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, didn't have to do anything. Influence gained, handmaiden. Influence lost, handmaiden. Okay, cool. Guys, she doesn't like us. But it's okay. Danny, thank you so much for the like and the live, man. Thanks for coming back to the stream that actually crashed on my end twice. Which is crazy. How did you get here, T3? Intelligence? Are you on the Ebon Hawk with Kriya? Forget it. I had some other questions. Never mind. Ooh. But where did the Ebon Hawk come from? Yes, but where? You're hiding something from me? Oh, wait, you're hiding something from me? That's what he says. That's what he says. See what he says. Come on now. If you don't know, then just say so. I order you to tell me or I'll turn you into spare parts. Forget it. Alright, but this isn't over. If you didn't know, then say so. But don't start seizing up on me. Dude, yeah. Alright. Forget it. I had some other questions. Can you say anything else? Can you upgrade an item for me? Oh, damn. You're telling me T3's a literal workbench? That's insane. Oh, dude, we can upgrade some heavy armor? There's fire, there's damage, fire damage immunity. 10% versus fire. Then we got sonic dampening. now. Damaged HK unit. Yeah, we can repair one part, guys. You have installed the droid's control cluster. Let's go, boys. We got it. We got our first part. Let's see what's around here. Forget. Probably just go straight to the cockpit, right? So I think the last part is on our shot. I gotcha. Right. Onderon, Narshada, Boravan. What was the other one? Dantooine. So, should I go Onderon? Let's say Dantooine and beeline to the caves. You say Dantooine and beeline for the caves? Okay. I'll bet. Okay. Is it like the same map as before? From 1? Oh, it looks like it 100%, bro. Or it looks familiar, at least. More or less, it was ravaged by Malik. Gotcha. Okay. Can anyone make heals for me? Is that a thing? T3 can make... I might as well just get computer spikes from him. See what he says again. Jolie could, and KOTOR 1 don't think it's possible too. Okay. Computer spikes, computer spikes. Where was that? Programming spike, I mean. It still works. Get use out of them. Oh, okay. So we could have just done that again. Wow. Can you make any more? Can you make any more? Yeah, okay. Spam that. Boom. Every time. Items received. Computer spikes! Hey, Alex, welcome back to the stream, man. Thank you so much for the like and the live. Dude, yeah. You missed it earlier. My computer crashed twice on me. It sucked, man. It sucked. Oh. But yeah. Yeah, I've just been progressing through KOTOR 2. I actually finally got the Ebon Hawk. I got it back. So now I can start traveling to different planets.
How many more? Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
You're just not leaving T-List. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we ran into Atris.
Because I am not blind, that is why.
Because I am not
I see
blind.
what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you,
barely
and
scratched the
notice the
surface
change.
and gotcha.
I know many things, and I know
says.
what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard.
All
They
right.
obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
What? Oh. Yo, what up, Corwin? KOTOR 2? Yeah, dude. This is KOTOR 2 on the original Xbox. Is something happening to them?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty.
Oh.
Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully.
Ooh,
See
okay.
their patterns.
Interesting what
and
Kriya's
recognize
saying
the
right now.
strength in it.
It's a chop
Influence
stars
can be a
for him.
weapon.
Dude, that sounds
One
really
that
nice.
you may
A1.
need
I'm
before your
jealous.
journey is done.
Alright. Need before your journey is done. Oh, Prince, you're working on those likes. I'm going crazy, dude. Our number was 13.6 thousand likes we had on the stream earlier before our PC went down. They are my friends, not tools. You have a point. I will reflect upon this. What about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
Interesting. Think upon how my allies may be used then.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
Whoa, are we like mirroring Revan in a way? We're somehow tied to Revan in some way. Like, I know it. What do you mean? I've had other questions. I've heard enough. Forget this.
A discussion, perhaps, for
Influence
another
failure.
time.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Ask, and I will answer.
You don't seem to like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have
I want
neither
to
the
hear
time
her
nor the
answers,
patience to
dude.
list them
She's
all.
interesting. Interesting character. I trust her. She is here to help us, and ally she's standing. She has offered to help. Offered to help us. So show her same respect I show you. We could drop her off on the next planet. That's what I'm about to say.
No, she may have her uses.
Dang it.
I will abide her presence, and so should you. Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or
Damn,
not.
okay.
This situation may yet work to our advantage.
Dude, she's very smart, bro. She's very smart. A gift of honor. Tell her. Fellowship grows
Alex
rich.
thinks
The gift, man. Much appreciated.
As I'm sure they will, in time.
Alright. I'm sure they will in time. I had other questions. I
Ask.
want to see what else she's gonna tell us. You said have a good night, buddy. Sounds good, Alex. Dude, thank you so much for stopping in the stream. Hope you have a great night, man. Ask and I will answer.
There
wrong
is
with your
nothing
eyes?
wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
Oh, you rely purely on the Force, I think, to see, to know. There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are
Damn.
adequate to distinguish
Damn.
shapes,
Damn.
silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see
Damn.
crude matter for what it is,
Okay.
before the veil is
Dude,
lifted.
she's crazy, bro. She's crazy.
Ask, and ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
Awareness, you're lying. See what happens.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed.
Oh shit,
And on
dude,
the
this is
worlds where we have
crazy.
encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said,
Bro,
it is
she's
no consequence
wild.
to me or to them.
Okay. Do you use that technique on me? Say
No,
that.
but if I did, you would never know. So my words
Dude,
only
maybe she can
carry
teach
as
us
much
something.
worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this: that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions
Dude,
uncloaked.
she
It is
like she
important that your
purely uses
judgments,
the
whether be
Force
good or bad,
for her vision,
stem
which
from
is
seeing
crazy
me
to
as I
me.
truly am.
I'm pretty sure she's blind too.
Then you are learning quickly. Distrust is an
she's-
effective shield and should be carried
She's
always.
still lying. She's still lying. I called it. Alright, never mind, I'll be going. Yeah! Let's go! Hey, we gained influence and we got dark side points. That's like my only goal throughout this whole game. Oh, okay, that was like a double win for me. Gained influence and we got the dark side points. Now, I thought maybe we already chose the planet. So now it's just a matter of picking our party and rolling. Alright, guys. Yes. Oh man, guys. Said also, if you max influence in a side and a side character's backstory, they give you added bonuses. Gotcha. So like Dantooine, is there anyone I can improve on within like their backstory and everything? Epsilon, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again on your FYP. Dude, let's go again. Hell yeah. Dude, the second game's been dope, man. It's been really dope. I'm just trying to pick like who I want for my party. Here, I'm actually just traveling to my first planet, so I'm not too far. I'm tempted to do Atten. I kind of want to bring this dude. I'm gonna roll with him. I kind of want to try to gain influence with Atten though. I'm just gonna bring Atten. I'll do it. Yes, let's do it. Oh, you said you don't have them yet? Atten and Mayo Doer? Doer? I am terrible at pronouncing. But yeah. Yo, what's up, White Pharaoh? Welcome back to the stream, man. For one interaction by the
You
caves
must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
Oh. Okay, we have to go see the Administrator? Oh, what are they gonna do? Suck us into a bunch of quests? I have not, White Pharaoh. I'm on my first planet, and we're on Dantooine. I was informed to go straight for the caves. Also talk to the droid and repair it. Gotcha, Prince. Yeah, I'm not too far. I still got a ways to go. You'll have to see the Administrator first, okay.
She's inside Kunda. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine.
Okay.
After the Sith attack, she kept us together.
Hell yeah.
Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
That's crazy. Yeah, get that lightsaber already, you know? Lightsaber is actually, it's the only way for me to go. You might be able to. I don't know. I was just informed to go to Dantooine first, so here I am. Why do I need permission to enter the Enclave? Where's Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared.
The Matalis, guys. The Matalis.
The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
I remember that the first game. The dark side points plus at an influence for droid. And there should be 1 or 2 parts on Dantooine. Gotcha, Prince. Up his repair skill. But anyways,
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare. She was the agricultural...
Oh, she already answered that. Okay, we'll be going now.
Just head into the building.
Cool. Let's roll.
Greetings and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kunda settlement, I am programmed to welcome you to Dantooine. Is there something
Also start to invest in Force Lightning. I've got Force Lightning upgraded once so far, and I'm trying to get it upgraded the 3rd time. I just gotta level up. And I'll get there.
My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic. Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
Oh no, he just resets.
Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
Damn. So there's a cave on Corbin where you can upgrade to high levels. Fix and then remedy the result.
Greetings, Jedi. Welcome back to Dantooine.
Hey, did that droid just call you a Jedi?
You should keep your identity secret for the time being. Try to convince this fool you are not a Jedi.
A Jedi?
Force Persuade. I'm not a Jedi, the droid is malfunctioning.
You are not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning.
Choose violence? Nope. Let's say do it now so you can be stronger for the whole game instead of getting strong at the end. Oh damn, Kevin coming through with the like on the live, much appreciated, man. Welcome back to the stream. Prancy said violence.
Greetings, Jedi. May I be of any further? My memory banks recognize you as a Jedi.
That's what he
You
says
are among
this.
many Jedi who were trained in the Academy here at the Enclave. My apologies, Jedi.
That's what he says.
May I be of any further
Yo, what
service
up,
to you?
Kevin? So what level are you now? Not a very high level, I can tell you that. Maybe have further assistance. Is there any work here?
The local militia. Additionally,
Skip through that. What do you know of the ruins?
the famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave
Jedi
can be
Enclave.
found northwest of the Kunda outpost. You may visit the ruins
alright.
at your own risk. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the highly dangerous sublevel of the Enclave ruins. If you will excuse...
Alright, there we go. Yeah, so right now we are level 11. This is what I've got going so far. But yeah. Looks like I still gotta get some XP for a level up. Chemicals, hey, alright. What's this guy gotta say? Need one of these guys. We got one of these guys, bro. Alright. Transport. Join my herd and explore much as my planet. Anxious to depart. Oh yeah, he wants to return to Telos. Oh my gosh, no, he's a Pazak player. No. I know how to play that now though. Guys, we're past 12,000 likes over on TikTok. Much appreciated, guys. Alright. This guy is... No, he's a Pazak player, bro. You're not supposed to have a Pazak deck and an inclination to pass time with me. Save my armor components for special games, perhaps. Hands. Oh, look at that. He's got cards, guys, that we can afford. Buy any cards you can, especially the red, blue, yellow cards. Alright, bet. Let's do it. No. Damn it, I meant to save. I meant just the ones that are both red and blue. Oh, my bad. Oh well, we're loaded. We got so many cards now. This card flips all positive 2s and 4s you have in play to negative. That's crazy. Nah. There we go. Add card. Guys, we're gonna risk it here. I didn't save. I'm gonna use anything I have double of. Okay. Now I can just use whatever I want. Okay, clear your side deck and set the double cards. Set the double cards in the side deck. Yeah. Run. Boom. Boom. We'll do that number. And then we'll just go 6, 5. 6, 5. And then gonna say like maybe even +3, a +2. Run something like that. To know, you know, out of all my years of playing this game, you never once truly played. You never played the card game. Yeah, I just figured that out last night, and I've already beat KOTOR 1. And I'm on KOTOR 2, so. You played it IRL using Uno? Oh, gotcha, Prince. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna run it. I don't even care if I lose. If I lose, I'll lose. So 2. We'll just end turn. End turn. Oh, we're at 15. Damn, end turn. I won the set. Okay, guys. Wait, why didn't he get a chance to, like, knock his points down? Or, like, did he not do something? Well, I already won, man. That's one game. In turn. It's at 19. In turn. 14. I could literally run +6, get 20. So. I won the set. Alright, on to the next. Alright, we're gonna end turn. We're at 10, 10 to 8, end turn. We're up to 16, 6, 7, 8. I could get up to 19 and call it quits. I might just do that. And then force him, see what he's got. I also got -6 on my hand. Like, I could just play another card and see what happens too, but I'm just gonna hit that 19. Stand. Set's tied now. Okay, cool. He hit 19. If you beat this guy 5 times, he gives you a lightsaber crystal. Oh, that's cool, Kevin. Dude, hell yeah. We'll go ahead and turn. And turn. I gotta go ahead and just risk it. I got a -6. I got a -1. We won. Guys, that's how you do it. Let's go. We hit 26, used our -6, got that 20. So. Alright. Dude, we killed it. We do have advantage. Dude wins and equal standing on the side deck. Really like sharing a good game with someone. Change the stakes. Does he have any more cards I could buy? No, I just bought them all. Okay. Just breathtaking content. The breathtaking content you've been waiting for, Kevin. Hazak playing card games? What? So how many times do I have to beat him to get a lightsaber crystal? Was that... You said 5 times, Kevin? Oh, dude, this is so cool. Okay, oh, we're running out of cards to use though. Oh no, we got them all. We got a whole bunch equipped actually, which isn't bad. Yeah, we're just gonna run that. I think 4 to 5. All right. So we're gonna hit again. This is kind of fun though. It's like playing blackjack. Supposedly 5, but first you're hearing of it. Although it's precedent for something else. I should have also backed out and saved too. The dialogue option should pop up. Gotcha. Okay. So we'll go ahead and hit again. We'll hit again. You got 19. We're at 15. I could just go +5 to 20 and beat him. I won the set, guys. To change the stakes, perhaps. Gotcha. I could try that. We're at 9 to 3. 9 to 13. 14 to 13. Okay. Well, we just go +6. We hit 20. So he hits 22. There's no way. Guys, there's no way. He also hit 20. Like, nah, that's not happening. Okay, end turn. See what happens here. 8 to 9. 16 to 10. Oh my gosh. Hit. 18. Hey, guys. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna end turn. 2s and 4s? What's that do? It flips my 2s and 4s, right? So instead of +4, +4, +2, it's gonna be like -2, -4, -4. So do it. Bet. No, I got 3. Oh, bet. It's time to go again. Chance. A second chance. Oh god, guys. This is horrendous. I win the set? What? Wait, how did I win that? Or did he go over? Dude, that was... It didn't seem right, but I'm not mad. I'm just gonna keep rolling. What's going on by Wadler? You win if you max your cards. Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize that. Oh, he's staying at 19. Check this out. Can we hit again and get another card added, or do I just have to call it and let him win on this one? This might be the gold value of the card. Well, there's nothing I can do here. Yeah, let him win. You said you respect the canon name? Bye. Bowie Sensei. That's it. Dude, I like the username. But yeah, no, so in chat, everyone told me what the canon name was and I wanted to run it. Yeah. Alright. You said let him win? Wait, why, Prince? Or were you just talking about earlier? 21. Oh, he's at 18. Nope. Over. Damn. Intern. You won. That sucks. Now we don't have any cards to play. Oh, we just gotta risk it. So meant that round. Gotcha. Gotcha. Do we risk it? And now for the luck of the draw? I feel like I gotta play another card, right? Or am I just, or do I need to just stand here? Alright. Alright, Razip, thank you so much, dude. Welcome to the stream. I'll run that. Let's see what happens. He hit 21. Hey! Too big of a risk to hit and bust. I still would have had like another round to play. So even if I would have lost that, but... Okay, what's he saying? I'm merely like, okay. Did someone say they changed the stakes? Even if you lose, you just have to win 5 times. Gotcha. Let's change the stakes too. Ooh, guys. I'm getting a little more comfortable. 750 credits. Watch this. I'll be going now. Let's save. I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna change the stakes again. We're gonna play for a lot more credits. Even if you lose. Dude. Now we can. Now I'm not afraid to lose. What's the max? Oh, okay. Wager. Let's do it. Let's run it. It's a great minds think alike, lol. Yes, let's run it. 6. We don't have a +4. Dang. And we only have a -1. Oh boy. Alright, potential -1. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling, guys. Ooh. Okay, 17. We can get 3, 20. Alright. Oh my. And he hits 20. Dude. Man, we were perfect. We had it down. 6. Guys, twice in a row? Are you kidding me? Dude. That is insane. Alright. They really don't want me to win this one. I probably lose it here. I don't know. Ooh, man. +1. No way they get 20 again. This isn't right. This is not right. He's cheating, bro. He's cheating. There's no way. I got like all 20s in a row. I got 3 20s in a row, bro. And then so does he. Except he's only used 1 card. I've used 3. Yo, Lewis, thank you so much for the like on the live. He said, Pazak is your vice. Yeah, 3 in a row. 3 in a row. I used 3 cards in a row to get me 3 20s in a row. He matched 2 of my 20s without using any of his own cards. So the AI is literally designed to cheat at Pazak. LOL. It's infuriating. Higher stakes give the opponent more luck. That's insane. Dude, I felt like I was doing really well. And then somehow he's just keeping up, getting lucky. We'll go ahead and play again. 15 to 11. We're gonna go over. No! He hit 20! It's alright. I gotta just go ahead and play for a 3. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Then we hit 21. Dude, that's insane. That's 4 times the AI has gotten a 20 in a row. Oh, that's insane. Kitty K, you said you mod Pazak, so their side deck is all +0. You still lose sometimes. Damn. That's insane. So I will not win this. That's what I'm getting out of this. Gotta hit. I'll tie him. Nothing else I can do. Got you there, Prince. Yep. We'll go ahead and just end turn. See what we get. 15? It won't end, guys. He will not lose. This is not possible for me to win. 11 to 1. That's a lot of 1s to get. Now I'm at 20. He can't lose, bro. Dude, he can't lose. This is insane. But alright, I might be mistaken about this guy. Damn it. This is insane. This is the longest game of Pazak I've ever played in my life. There's no way to just leave and go to the Jedi Enclave. Like, I'm already done, so... I just want him to win and take my 750 credits. Actually, we saved right before this. What am I talking about? We'll just load the save. So you have so many options to get lightsaber crystals on this planet, but time for a comeback? I don't know if the comeback's gonna happen. I'll try. I gotta play. Yeah, I lost. He's probably gonna get 21. Oh, he doesn't have to go, does he? Yeah. Alright. He's unfair, guys. There's just no way. I don't see how someone can beat that. 1552. Alright. So you could have won that. You stood. You could have played +2 then stood. Gotcha. Well, Kitty Kate, most likely what would have happened is he would have played one more card to get to 20, and he would have instantly got to 20 because he had already won. He got like 5 or 6 20s in a row. I've never seen that before. Said he was out of cards. Gotcha. That was crazy. You gotta almost outlast them in that. That kind of blew my mind. But this was right before we played for all those credits, so that way we don't have to lose all those. Alright, let's just move on. Talk to this man, Tarn.
What do you want? I don't have time for cursed salvagers.
That's what he says.
Well, you don't look like a damn mercenary, and you don't smell like a stinking farmer.
This
What
guy
else
sounds
would you want
interesting. Tell me about the salvagers that he's
Now,
talking about.
salvagers are a crazed lot of treasure hunters, looking to loot something of value from the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Most of them end up broke, or dead. If you ask me, anything of value that was in the Enclave...
Just stand on
already
18,
been plundered.
19, or 20 unless you have a card to hit 20. Gotcha, Kitty Gate. Dude, I was just trying to, like, for sure hit 20 because I thought the AI character was guaranteed to get 20 every single round. Like, that's how it felt. So, like, at that point, I just didn't even know, like, what to do. It was the craziest thing. I've never seen that happen before out of like, all the times I've played Pazak. Are we going? Wait, did he know something else about the Enclave? Why so busy?
Can't you tell? I'm a mechanic.
It's a mechanic.
In fact, I'm the only mechanic here.
Only mechanic.
I'm
Ooh.
responsible for maintaining everything mechanical or electrical
Alright.
at the Kun.
Sounds like you have a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah, sometimes
See
it
what he
seems
says.
nothing works around here, but I don't have time to complain. Too much work to do.
Alright. Force persuade? Oh, guys, we're gonna force persuade for sure.
I tell you, between the droids, the security doors, and the gun turrets,
This is
I
funny.
have my hands full.
You're having trouble with the droids? What's wrong with the doors? Tell me about the turrets. Oh, dude, this is cool.
All of the droids in Kunda are relics from the last war.
Alright.
Most of them
So
are
there's a mod for
damaged and
KOTOR
rusted.
1 that adds
Best I
Pazak.
could do was
It
get
adds a
that
whole
ratchety
Pazak
old protocol
tournament. That's
droid
cool.
over there operational
That's really
so
cool.
it could greet visitors.
Just sit there and
Most
gamble
of the other droids
away.
are laying broken around Kunda Outpost.
Alright, most of the other droids are lame broken.
The
Well,
gun
the
turrets outside the Kunda Outpost are supposed to defend against potential assaults, while critters arrive. They only work half the time.
Did you win around
Sometimes I
100,000
get
if you win
confused
at all?
as to what's
Damn.
friend and foe.
That's cool.
Why, just the other
That's
day,
really cool.
right after I repaired one of the guns,
Does,
it turned on a sorry
Does
group
it
of
add
militia
any
men
additional
returning from a
Pazak
patrol.
cards?
No
Or
casualties,
is it
but
still
they
like
put
that,
several
that
of them in
same
the med
deck
lab,
that you can
and I can't seem to
kinda
fix
choose
the
from?
blasted medical
within
droid
like the
either.
base game, if you know what I mean? So that's like 52 deck Vesser courses. You're having trouble with the droids. What's wrong with the doors? We're talking about the turrets. Doors?
Well, it's just one door, actually. Every time I try to fix it, the door either sticks open or it locks down completely.
Alright. Droids, turrets, we've heard everything from this man. We don't need to speak with Tarno anymore. I guess we just go back here. It's the same cards, a few good ones for sale though, gotcha. Okay, bet. Ooh. There's someone over there.
Charanana Gundoso, Remina, Kelraktu Katpada, Federator Padano, Ringatel Camarada Telefibu Nubu Debicar.
Trader. What do you sell?
Manama Traders.
Yes, 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 yes.
They're into Runto Wakawake.
What does he sell? Parts, computer spikes, cool. HK control cluster, do we need that? I assume so. You're saying buy the thorium charges if he sells them. He does not, but the HK control cluster? I'm assuming we got to get like multiple of these. I might just go ahead and buy it for 250. And then computer spikes are always nice to have. Said nope. Oh, well. So I didn't need them. So the parts are just, all the parts are completely different. Fence turret, what's this gonna do? This turret appears old and worn, interesting. Okay. There's a door. Said just need one. I think it was a fallback option if someone forgot to loot the droids from Telos. Gotcha. Okay. So I could probably just sell it at some point. And get credits back for it. Man, where is the entrance? I can't just go through this door, can I? Security door? This door's locked. Alright. Who's this?
Hey, get away from that door. The last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down for months before we could fix it.
Shit. Oh, that's the door he was talking about. Damn it, Tarn! What's Tarn doing? Get him working on that door, man. Okay, maybe we just go to the other door. Maybe there is no other door. Shit. I don't know what to do. Another warrior joins the fellowship. Let's go. Yo, Christian, thank you so much for the follow. Let's go. So there is another door. There is another way. This is the way. Wait, no, we tried this. It was locked. Yeah, it was locked. All right. Give me that loot. Oh my gosh. Oh, and get out of the way, dude. There we go. It's on the opposite end of the spaceport, you believe. Got some loot. We're getting loot while we're out here. Might be right here. Militia's right here. We'll be good. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Let's use the door that's not broken. Sith Assassin can use stealth and the sneak attack ability to cripple opponents. That's crazy. I guess if stealth was your go-to option, that sounds wild.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here?
Ooh.
After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant.
Hey,
and never lending
literally
a hand
right here.
when we really needed them.
I still don't
They're
believe
talking
it.
like we can't hear
You
them.
should.
Yeah?
My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true.
And we're
I hear there's
right
a bounty
behind
on
him.
it.
That's
And
crazy.
we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Sounds like I just ought to kill him right now. Receptionist.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right?
No.
You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask. Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
Atten. Okay, let's go talk to her. Also talk to the guy in the room to the right. Your way to it. Over here, this guy?
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to... Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garabik, unlike most everyone else. You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headache. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garabik, do you have some other problem?
And the guys in security will offer a quest as well.
You haven't? Well, if you do have... This is... The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws.
He's complaining to us.
That's not normally a bad thing.
The left.
But the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom.
Bro, I'm literally about
So
to
it's
play
like
this. Are you
Zeron
going
keeps
lighter,
prodding
dark?
a
I'm
ranker
going
with a
dark.
stun stick. To a ranker, it's just
Been
a minor
light side
nuisance.
played
But if you
through
keep at it,
on
he's going to
KOTOR
fight
1,
back.
and then
The
now on
mercenaries
KOTOR 2,
aren't
he's doing a
unreasonable. They're
pure
mostly
dark
just
side
war veterans
playthrough.
looking for work. So he has to get involved. No, it really isn't. It's one of the many Dantooine problems grown right here at home. If we could explore... maybe we should just talk about something else. I'll tell you any...
I want to visit the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. I've heard rumors of Jedi around. I like to... So you haven't found a dark side in a minute. Might be due. Ooh, playing KOTOR 1. Bet Nathan. Dude, hell yeah. I'm gonna run.
You should see Administrator Adare. All right, stay.
There's a room right here. Private door. Oh, never mind. Can't get in. Have you utilized the feature? Oh man, we can't go in there.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
Sounds like Liam Neeson. Had a spot of trouble, yes. I don't want to prefer. I'm gonna tell them that we're looking for it for the proper price.
Depending on how greedy you are, we might have some work for you. Before that, though, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters? You could pick worse places to look for that. Barun is normally the one to go with questions, but I can answer a few things for you. If you're interested, I might have some work for you, too.
Method to get credits for Yavin products, which Yavin I probably don't have, since I'm on the OG Xbox. One does not simply ignore the like button. Guys, thank you so much for the likes coming through. Let's go. Looks like we had a like coming through over on YouTube. Much appreciated. Alright. What sort of work do you have? That's what I might... Well... Can I ask you some general questions? Nah.
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead.
We'll make it out alive. We'll do this.
Salvager comes claiming
I know
they're
what we gotta
owned
do.
by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garrick says he won the whole claim in a Bazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses, but nobody remembers Garrick ever playing Bazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me.
Bet.
We've got real work to do. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one. We have
capable.
a small
He's calling us the
problem
capable
with Kinrath.
sort.
You've already seen some of them.
Oh,
coming
man.
from a cave in the Kunda Plains.
Oh, hell
I'd
yeah.
take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia.
No, we got this.
That's all I can add. You want something?
No, not anymore. Oh.
We have a small problem with Kinrath.
Kinrath.
I'd
Okay.
take care of it myself.
Alright, cool. See what we can do.
You want something?
Let's go take care of him. Security door. Okay, we can't get any of those. Alright. Is there anything in here? Adam Lord. Oh, he sells stuff. Alright. Selling arms, right? Yes. Come, I want his weaponry already. Let me see what you're selling. Yes. Yes. Okay, guys, we got med packs, we got armor. Dude, look at that Trandoshan sword. Oh my god. Dude, the amount of damage that thing does. I might actually run it. I'm just checking out, see what else he's got. Dude, he's got a ton of stuff. A dragite lens. Is that literally just a lightsaber? Piece of a lightsaber? Not worthwhile since it can't be upgraded, sadly. Damn. Oh, you might have been talking about that sword though. Do we need that lens for building a lightsaber? Yeah. That's why I was like kind of assuming for a sec. Sadly. Not really. Damn. Okay. All right. I just don't worry about it. Be chilling. Wait, actually, hold on. He did have med packs, right? I feel like we need them, but then we don't need them. Antidote kits might. I don't know. I don't know if I really need them. Could get a bunch of med packs. So upgrade components don't count as the lightsaber components, sadly. Gotcha. Antidote. Oh, bet. I'll run a few of those. Just for now, just to help us kind of get through some of this starting stuff before we get that lightsaber. Just want to check out. Okay, yep. I don't think there's really anything else. I got you on that, Prince. Yeah. Alright, and then can we go in here? Oh, we can. Here she is.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
Yes, that is us. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Matron. That ship is one of the fastest in the galaxy. I came in that ship. Yes.
I meant no disrespect at all. It is in fact a remarkable vessel. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
Oh shit. Don't tell me you want to collect a bounty.
Of course not. I'm trying to stabilize an entire planet.
What you want us
An
to do?
exchange bounty, no matter how abundant, is little use in that endeavor. But if a Jedi were here, that would best be kept secret. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering.
So they hate the Jedis here.
I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine.
Dude,
I
that's
still
crazy.
maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. You seem darker somehow.
Oh, yes. Yes, we are. I'm gonna say I've strayed from the path of the light, but I seek to find my way back. Nah. You change your appearance too if you were being hunted across the galaxy. Yo, what up, weirdo? You always thought that was a Mando helmet, gotcha. I'm just gonna go with this bottom dialogue choice.
Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation.
What situation is this?
Let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago.
Oh boy.
He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently.
So is this the first
Did he send
game?
for you in
This
case
is
something went
the
wrong?
second game. This is KOTOR 2. He's looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? I could persuade and lie. He sent for me. He said you'd fill me in on the situation when I arrived. Oh, dude. I could persuade and lie. That's crazy. Watch me do it.
We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever.
Oh
He was helping
gosh.
investigate Azgul and his mercenaries.
Dude.
But he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sub-level, which isn't without its dangers. And he hasn't returned. Like many parts of Dantooine, the
What you gonna
sub-level
say?
of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures.
Alright.
Large, vicious. Several salvagers
we
have
got this,
reportedly been
guys.
injured or
We got
killed
this.
by the Lagrix. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers. But Vrook has... I'm starting to fear the worst.
Who cares?
From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sub-level. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sub-level is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many
Guys, she doesn't want to
artifacts
give
of
us
value.
credits.
Normally,
This is
I
terrible.
ask for a percentage of all salvage.
Can we
In
just
your
fight her
case,
now?
However, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist?
Nah. She got us what we wanted. There's Garvik. This guy, what?
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the no friendly.
No friendly greetings are here for you.
I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand.
This guy, get him out of here.
Something.
What up, Darth?
of mine
He
they
said
have
nah.
in their possession. It's
You look
very
how I looked when I played this game.
unwise to stand in my way. I am
Dude,
done
welcome to the stream,
being
man.
inconvenienced by you.
Can I just-
Another interruption. You must not have heard.
I want to
who
fight
I
another
am.
warrior. Joins the fellowship. Let's go! Dude, I want to use Force Lightning on him and just watch him fall. Dude, thank you so much for the follow, Darth. Let's go, dude. You got a private door here? Can we? You can't bash it? Nah. Man, okay. I will sprint out of here. Wait, can I not go all the way? Let's open that door. Oh, I can. Cool. Going right back to all of these. Should be our door out. There we go. Oh, you said Solru? Okay, bet. Let me go back. So I just realized that was a sound and not you. Oh. You saying unlimited power, dude. I wanna walk in there and just use Force Lightning on everyone. To go to the Enclave to unlock more of them doors. Gotcha, John. Much appreciated, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. I love the load time on original Xbox. Or was she in there? That's Dylan.
What do you want now?
Where are we going? She's pissed. She does not want to talk to me. So we gotta find Solru. See, I thought I'd already talked to everyone. It's inside in their quest for more to do. Gotcha. Gotcha, Prince. Right. Take the right. Alright. Come on, OG Xbox. Just takes a minute. Takes a minute every time. Receptionist. Down the right. There.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. There we go. I'm here to get another pat in the back from the administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important and they'll get around to it.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Alright, bet. You're planning on killing someone? You fought in the war? Wait.
What am I supposed to do? Salvagers keep trespassing on my land and stealing my farming equipment. They grab anything they can get a hold of. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war.
Damn,
I sincerely hope I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced.
Hey.
On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me.
I know what that moisture.
My equipment,
I forget what you even called it.
Salvagers had already
that weapon
it there.
though.
I went to their camp to get back my moisture vaporator. This smug fellow Joran told me that he found it within the ruins, and by law, it belongs to him now. He said he'd give it to me for the bargain price of 500 credits.
A gift of honor. Fellowship grows richer. Hey, Dalton, thanks so much for the gifts,
now the moisture vaporator doesn't work.
Much appreciated, man.
Mysteriously missing its modulator. Joran is offering to sell me a modulator he found for another 5.
All right. Is there anything I can do now?
I suppose you could.
If you could go to this salvager
camp,
convince the salvager I'm not rich.
A gift of honor. The fellowship grows richer.
These war trophies.
I might be able. That's great.
All right. There we go. We got him. Dude, Dalton coming through the more gifts. Dude, going crazy. So you can ask for weapons as payment. A gift of honor. The fellowship grows richer. Yo, we got more gifts coming through, Dalton. Much appreciated, man. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go ahead and save, guys, and then It is getting late for me as well, so I am gonna have to kind of start winding down. I might put on some tunes real quick and
Dalton used blinker.
Yeah, he did.
Here we go.
I still gotta save my game.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, Dalton. I got you, Prince. Dude, hell yeah. Dude, when I go to lay down, I'll check that one out. We live lightsaber noises, dude. Let's go, Dalton. Yeah, dude. Oh, I still wanted to save here. I was in the middle of trying to save. There we go. Because now I can just pop it out. I was gonna put my tunes on. Alright guys, so I am gonna go ahead and start kind of closing things down as I've gotta head to bed and get up early in the morning tomorrow. Dalton, you said also hi and bye YouTube, so happy to be a part of your community, dude. I'm so happy to have you here, dude. Hell yeah, Dalton. Hell yeah, man. Dude, yes. Oh man, we always got Star Wars to talk in the Discord too. But yeah, Kevin, tonight, man, dude, I appreciate you stopping by this stream tonight. I hope you have a great night as well. Danny's saying night, bro, night, y'all. Sounds good, guys. So, guys, I will continue. I will stream tomorrow night, right around 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and we'll just be continuing with more KOTOR 2, and I'm just gonna keep progressing through this bad boy. This has been really cool seeing where our journey is kind of going. Also, we reached 13.7 thousand likes over on TikTok. That's not counting the 13.6 thousand likes earlier from when our stream crashed. So yeah, Prince did it. You did it. You guys all did it. Danny, Prince, all you guys did that. You guys beat the likes that we had on the stream earlier tonight. So but yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll be doing the same thing again tomorrow night. So I am currently live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. All you guys have to do is look up iAchieve or iAchieve Studios, and you guys will find me. I'm trying to pretty much post clips or videos daily. And yeah, I'm gonna hop on out of here, guys, and head to bed. Everyone have a great night, and I'll catch you guys later.